Hi, everyone. We want to start our conference. Michal, can you please begin?
Hi, everyone, and good morning, afternoon, or which country and hour you're at. So you joined the first International Best Site Manager Blue Flag Digital Conference, and we're very happy to see all of you. Maybe soon more people will be added to the conference. So my name is Michal Wimmer-Luria, and I'm the head of the Shore Operation Department of ECOCOCEAN, and I'm the Israel national operator of the Blue Flag. And thank you again for joining us today. We're very happy and excited to host you. So we have some instructions for the beginning of our conference. First of all, we are broadcasting through Zoom webinar, so please do not be surprised that you cannot see yourself or the screen, nor the other participants. Okay, it's a webinar, not a regular Zoom. And we're happy to see that there are more than 200 people that participating from 22 countries, and it's very exciting. And 5 panelists from Greece, Brazil, Abu Dhabi, Ireland, and India, and Israel. And you will also get another presentation from Portugal at the end of the conference. In the next 2 hours, we will try to overcome the challenges of the COVID-19 that present to us. And we decided to actually meet virtually because we can't meet you, but it's also a very good opportunity for us to get to know each other and learn from each other, because everyone has a lot to offer. So this is the first time we're holding an online conference, and we really hope that the next 2 hours will be significant and interesting for all of us. More technical guidelines to improve your Zoom experience. Please pay attention to the bottom of to the right. We really recommend you to select the speaker view option, so you will see only the speaker on a large screen. Another guideline is that please use the Q&A, it's questions and answer, instead of the chat. During the presentation, we invite you to send questions to the lecturers, and they will answer those questions once they finish the lecture, and we we really recommend you to ask questions. So please do it, not in the chat. We also made a nice surprise for you. We prepared a web board that you can access via the link that is currently in the chat. It's something that we can see each other. It's a map when you can pin your address and add your picture. So you enter the link, click on the pink plus, choose your location, write your name, and that's it. And then we'll, at the end of the conference, we will send a nice map with all the participants, and you can see each other with the pictures. So the board will be sent at the end. Hope you are sitting comfortably, and again, very happy that you joined us. So right now, we'll start with the greetings of Daniel Scheffer. He's the CEO of FI. Thank you, Danny, for joining us.
Let's see. All right. Can you hear me and see me? Great.
Yes, we hear you and see you perfectly.
Fantastic. So hello to everyone who's participating in this conference. It's for me, it's absolutely thrilling to see the amount of people that are participating in this event. And I wanted to, first of all, thank ECOCOCEAN, our member organization in Israel, to Michal and Arik and the whole team at ECOCOCEAN for deciding to do this. We didn't ask for it. You volunteered to do this on your own accord, and I think it's going to be an absolutely fantastic initiative and an absolutely fantastic event. And thank you very much for that. I want to say hello to all the beach managers and representatives of municipalities and of the Ministry of Environment Protection in Israel that have taken the time to participate in this event and to learn from each other about best practices and see what it is that we can do to improve the practices that we do on our own beaches. And I wanted to thank and welcome all the other national operators and representatives of FI members and the Blue Flag program from around the world that have taken the time to participate in this event. For me, this is particularly fantastic event because we talk a lot about networking, and we talk a lot about being part of the Blue Flag program, and we're all part of it. And I think that ECOCOCEAN has taken the initiative to show how this really is a network and how you actually use and utilize this network in order to improve things, not only at the local level, but at the international level. And this is very important. The second thing is that, you know, we're all facing this terrible pandemic that has played havoc on our personal lives, or on our working places, on our beaches. And I think that we are kind of learning how to actually use some positive aspects of this. And I think that this digital conference is exactly the type of tools that we have learned to use over the past years more and more because of COVID. So even if this COVID is a terrible nuisance, it's been a disaster for many people, there are certain things that we can learn from it, and there are new ways that we can conduct our business in a way which is more environmentally friendly, more sustainable, and we can still get the messages out. We can still learn from each other, even though we're not meeting face to face, there's a lot of value in that. The only thing I can hope for, Arik, is that the next time we will do it on the beach somewhere in Israel, and we'll have a cold beer or a cold drink, and we can all meet each other in person. And until that time comes, we can use and benefit from what we have. So thank you very much, everyone, for participating. I appreciate it tremendously.
Thank you very much, Daniel. It's very exciting to be part of the Blue Flag, and we really appreciate it, and we appreciate the opportunity. Now, please, Arik Rosenblum, our CEO of ECOCOCEAN.
Hello, everybody. Well, just making sure that you can see me. Can you see me?
Yes, Arik, we can see and hear you perfectly.
So first of all, thank you, Danny, and we'll show a little bit about our organization in a minute, but I do want to start by saying that for a first-time gathering, we've now reached over 220 registered participants. I don't know about you, but in my mind, that's a wow. We at ECOCOCEAN are thrilled and honored to host you now. And as our understanding that this conference could even be a permanent fixture in the future, which would be a lot of fun. A few words of recognition. First of all, of course, best wishes to my friend and colleague, Daniel Scheffer, the CEO of FEE. And I have a selection of beers just waiting for our meeting. And of course, for all the team from FEE, from the International Office of FEE that are on board. Most importantly, because it's really your moment, we want to give a warm hug to the fantastic Blue Flag national operators and your miracle-making site managers. We'd like not to forget the members of the Israeli government honoring us with their presence today, and of course on our Blue Flag National Committee, members such as Fred from the Ministry of Environmental Protection, who will be speaking with us shortly. And last but definitely not least, a high-five to our local site managers who amaze us every day with their creativity and their energy. Today, we're going to facilitate an exchange of best practices between national operators and site managers from around the world. In a time when a bat bite in a distant land shows us the fragility and the danger of our global existence, here we share the positive impact of globality by combining our knowledge and experiences in order to make the world a better place. Good luck to us all. I will end with a short video which will give those less familiar with the work of ECOCOCEAN a glimpse into our daily activities. Thank you and enjoy.
When you love the sea, you want to protect the sea. Living in Israel for many years, I've seen firsthand the many challenges that facing the sea and coast of Israel. It became clear to me that there was a need to create an organization that would work to protect these environments. An organization that would work in multi-dimensions, where all sectors would join forces, including the academia, the public and the government.
אנחנו כאן באקואושן מנסים להביא את הציבור להכיר את החצי השני של מדינת ישראל.
אקואושן עומד על 3 עמודים. האחד, קידום המחקר, השני, חינוך, השלישי, להפעיל את הציבור למען הים. כל 3 המרכיבים באים לידי ביטוי ועוזרים אחד לשני בהשגת היעד.
Today, I'm very proud to say that ECOCOCEAN has become one of Israel's leading environmental organizations.
Thank you for the greetings and the short introduction about ECOCOCEAN. And now Fred Orzwan, Deputy Director of the Marine Environmental Protection Division in the Ministry of Environment. Fred, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Michal. Thank you to ECOCOCEAN and to FEE to have the opportunity to talk to you today. I think you'll have a great day and a great session. I wanted to say a few words from my perspective as from the Ministry of Environmental Protection, working together with ECOCOCEAN through the Blue Flag, who started new projects that show the advantage of working together from local authorities, NGOs and ministries, working together to find new goals and new subjects that needs a treatment, not only from one side, but a cooperation between those organizations. And we have a few examples already working together with the ECOCOCEAN through the Blue Flag, and not only, through the Marine Litter Initiative in Israel, and through also the oil spill contingency plan, that we are working thoroughly and together. And then thank you for that. Thank you for the Blue Flag platform to conduct those startups initiatives, and thank you for the cooperation until now and forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fred. You're a very dear partner for us, and it helps us a lot to work together. And now we invite Michal Stern, Dr. Michal Stern. She's my colleague, and she coordinates the Sea Emergency National Volunteer Network by ECOCOCEAN. Michal, are you with us?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm very excited to be here. My name is Michal as well. I'm from ECOCOCEAN. As you all know, one of these conference topics is sea pollution. Criteria number 29 in the Blue Flag Beach application form is having emergency plans to cope with pollution risks, such as oil spills. Today, I would like to introduce to you our initiative, the Sea Emergency National Volunteers Network. Let's start with a short movie.
במסגרת אירוע זיהום ים בשמן, כל החופים יהיו שחורים. זה תרחיש לא כזה קיצוני והוא קורה בהרבה מקומות בעולם, ואין ספק שנצטרך המון מתנדבים שיאפשרו לנו לטפל בחופים האלה.
זה דבר כל כך חשוב, בעיניי לפחות, שמועצות ועיריות יכשירו את התושבים שלהם לתת מענה מסוג זה. המרחב הימי גדל, התשתיות גדלות שם, וזה חשוב מאוד לגעת בפלח הזה של המתנדבים.
ברגע שאתה נותן כלים לאנשים, אתה מערב אותם יותר, והם רואים שהשד לא נורא כל כך. כל אחד יכול לבצע פעולות כאלה שגם שהן נראות מאוד מאוד בעתיות.
אנחנו פועלים על מנת שבשגרת היום אנחנו נוגשים בדרישות שלנו על מנת ליצור מצב של מניעה, וגם התרגיל הזה הוא נותן את הביטוי לעצם ההבחשה וההבנה של כל הגופים הנוגעים בדבר, של מה אסור שיקרה לעתיד לבוא, עם מה אנחנו לא רוצים להתמודד בעתיד.
אני תושב חוף הכרמל, גר ליד הים. חשוב לי לשמור על החוף שלנו ועל הים שלנו. כי אם אני לא אעשה את זה ואנחנו לא נעשה את זה, מי יעשה את זה במקומנו?
So now I will share a very short PowerPoint presentation with you. Okay, so ECOCOCEAN, in partnership with Israel Ministry of Environmental Protection, established in 2019 a pioneering initiative, the Israeli Sea Emergency Volunteers Network, for the response to oil spills at sea. The network of volunteers will become part of Israel's preparedness and response to oil spills national program. According to a 3 years working program of the initiative, ECOCOCEAN, with its partners, is now recruiting and training volunteers units in each coastal municipality in Israel. We are very interested to know if in your country you have something similar to that. So we've created a very short poll of only 4 questions that we would like you to participate in now. It's anonymous. You'll have about 1 minute to give your answer. And then we could all see the results. They will show up on your screen. So if you're ready, we'll start with the first question. Oh, sorry. Before that, I just wanted to show you the annual activities for the volunteers. They include professional trainings and courses, as well as participating in oil spill response drills and different environmental activities. Okay, now we can go on to the poll and to our first question. Okay. Yael, if you can now put on the first question of the poll.
They're already answering the first question.
Okay, great. Thank you. So the question is, are the regional's oil spill contingency plans legislated by law in your country?
Okay, so we're going to finish this poll.
Okay, so we can see the results. Okay, half of the participants, about half of the participants said that you do have these kinds of contingency plans. That's interesting to know. We'll go on to the next question. Okay. Is there a local volunteer program for oil spill treatment in your country region?
Good votes, guys. We will give it 5 more seconds.
Okay, so about 1/3 answered that you do have such programs. Very interested to hear about it as well. On to the third question. Do volunteers get professional training within this program? Whoever of you that answered that you do have this program, I would like to know. Okay, we can see the answers now. That's great. And for the last question, thank you very much for participating, by the way. Are local municipalities involved and support this program in case you have it in your country? Okay, thank you very much for all of your answers. I will be very glad to contact you and to chat with you in person as well about all of the different programs that you have in your countries. I will leave my contact details in the chat room, and please feel free to ask questions or just to contact me. And thank you for now, and have a good conference. Goodbye.
Now we'll see a very, very short clip on the blue flag in Israel.
Some people like to go to the mall, and some like to go to the beach because the beach is peaceful, it is freedom, it's dirty, it sucks. You tell yourself, maybe I'll close my eyes and imagine that I'm on a beach in Greece. It doesn't work. You're not a clean freak, but you say to yourself, I'll just pick up here and pick up there. You can't call home, say you're late, clean, bring in waste paper baskets, build toilets, connect them to the sewers, monitor water quality, bring clear drinking water, public transportation to the beach. But look, they've already taken care of all of this and many other good things. So instead, you can just get to one of the blue flag beaches and marinas found throughout the country. Because, hello, the swimming season opened. So what's special about the blue flag beaches? The beaches are clean, there are garbage cans available, you're under the constant protection of lifeguards, fresh drinking water, waterfront access for all, constant water quality control, a code of behavior for a more comfortable beachside experience, efficient and modern maintenance services, appropriate quantity and cleanliness of on-site bathrooms, and many other things that will do you good. So, come on, we're waiting for you at the marinas and blue flag beaches.
Great, and now we'll start the part with all the presentations. So I'm beginning with Israel, and soon Aryeh Turgeman, the head of the coastal division of Ashdod, will join me. Afterwards, after me, Abu Dhabi will talk. So let's begin my presentation.
Can I start, Michal?
No. Sorry. Yes. Aryeh? Aryeh, are you with us?
Yes. Can I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Aryeh. Before I start to talk about our special project about the beach without bats, I want to take this opportunity to welcome and say special hello to our new friend, Rashid Khalil from Abu Dhabi, about the peace agreement that Israel signed with them a few weeks ago. And I invite you to be our guest in Israel and especially in Ashdod. Ashdod is the 5th large city in Israel, 250,000 citizens here. We have 12 kilometers of sandy beach. In them, we have 7 blue flag beaches. Our special project is, I will take you for a small tour in our beach. So come with me. I think it will be better than to see it on the computer. So this is our beach, one of them. And I want to show you how we are going to increase the awareness of the people here in the beach. We have this thing where we want to show them. In Israel, first I say that in Israel, it's allowed to smoke on the beach. And the idea is to give the people that come to the beach a solution, what to do with their butts. So we put this here. Here you can see 10,000 butts. And this plastic also. We put this special ashtray here, and we want them to cooperate with us, that they will take it with them, and when they finish to smoke, they will put it here and then in the bag. In the shed place here, we put another kind of ashtray. I will show you. Now it's not season time, and Corona time, and we don't have a lot of people here on the beach. This is the ashtray. This is the sand. And if somebody smoke here, we can give him the opportunity to put his butt here. And that's all from Ashdod City. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aryeh. I think it's very inspirational how you cope with the problems, especially that you give solutions and not ignore the problem. And maybe we can add that in Israel there is a bylaw that we're trying to pass that will that will enforce people to stop bringing the single-use plastic to the beach. Hopefully it will be soon possible for all the enforcement forces in the beach to actually implement this law. So now I'm switching to my presentation. So as you can see, we are a lot of countries from different continents, actually 22 countries around the world, and it's very exciting. We choose in this conference to follow the three main themes of FI and the blue flag, which is sea pollution, climate change, and biodiversity. And in this presentation, I will focus on biodiversity. Previously, you saw the connection with the sea pollution that Aryeh showed us. So we'll start with the Hof Carmel Regional Council. It's the first regional council in Israel. And what you soon will see is that we have, instead of a regular sign on the beach, it's actually an information center that integrates state instruction, blue flag requirements, and local nature and culture. And in the middle, you can see an electronic screen that operates all day long, and it shows a lot of information, including films on nature. So for instance, you can see in this movie, okay, you can see in this movie the great nature of Hof Carmel, of the same beach. Here in Tel Aviv, we jump to Tel Aviv city, which you may probably know. They put a very nice sign of illustrating the fauna and flora, the local one. And it's very aesthetic and very informative, and it's situated in the entrance of the beach in a very accessible and central spot, so everybody can approach it and learn about the local environment. Another very nice best practice is in Marina Herzliya. On the left, you can see the sponge gardens. It's a very nice cooperation, productive cooperation between research and educational activities. And the marina hosts a lot of lectures about this investigation of Tal Idan. She's a PhD researcher from Tel Aviv University, and she investigated about the sponge gardens, which actually help us to declare the marine environment, where you can see on the right-hand side, it's actually situated 20 kilometers from Herzliya shoreline. So, and it is done, the research is done by our vessel and ROV, the Mediterranean Explorer. And again, it's very productive that you combine research and educational activities. Another good best practice from Marina Herzliya, it's ECOCOCEAN. If you are more interested, you can enter their website. It's actually a world patent, high quality, cost-effective concrete. It's bio-enhancing and science-based design, and it reduces the ecological footprint of the marina while adding to its structural integrity. And it's very unique, and it's the first place in the world that they introduced this patent, and they follow up with this patent with research. So we'll soon have, we have very good results, and people curious about it all over the world. Another good example is from Rishon LeZion. It's a city south to Tel Aviv, and they have a beach classroom, which is a learning facility for local schools and kindergartens. It actually enables those pupils and students to learn firsthand about the beach and their local fauna, flora, and environment. And it's really thrilling to see the kids in learning outside. So this was the other slides are from Ashdod, which you could see actually on Reel online. And this is my details if anybody will want to approach me afterwards. And now, sorry. Now I invite Abu Dhabi to join me.
Hey friends, you're invited to start.
Hello everyone, can you see me or hear me?
We can see you and hear you perfectly.
Perfect. First of all, I want to thank all of you for inviting me to be one of that beautiful group. And I'm very happy with this amount of participants. I am Raged from, it's not Rashid by the way, I am Raged from Abu Dhabi municipality. I want to thank Mr. Arye for inviting me, and yes, I would love to visit you one day in your beautiful place. I have not much talking, so I will start showing my presentation. So let's start. Okay, here we start. That's the beginning of the entrance only. This is a just overview of our beach, Corniche Beach in Abu Dhabi, which we have blue flag on it since 2011. We got the first blue flag in Abu Dhabi Beach on 2011 actually. Isra is the first time to Abu Dhabi, and we kept maintaining it till 2017 until we get another blue flag for Watim Beach and another one for Corniche Phase 2, the other beach. So it was total 3, 2016. And with the support of the hospitality and the team and the environmental ministry here in Abu Dhabi, we have now 7, as it's mentioned in the presentation. We have 7 blue flags. I'm sorry if I'm speaking fast, or you can understand me. Michelle?
It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. As mentioned there, we have 7 blue flag now, and we are planning to get more for each beach when we are applicable with all criteria, especially cleaning and the plastic and the baths, as Mr. Ali said. And we are doing our best. We have a lot of activities, but I did not show it in the presentation. We will talk about it later if you are asking for anything. So now we will see one video about the hawksbill. This is one of our the most important activities we are doing, searching about hawksbills, turtles, and we are saving them. So let's see the video, please.
The hawksbill turtles are considered by many to be the most beautiful of sea turtles for their colorful shells and pointed beak mouth. Hawksbill turtles keep the coral reef healthy by feeding on toxic sea sponges that grow in the crevices of the coral reef. These magnificent marine turtles are found throughout the regional waters of UAE. However, their ecosystems are under increasing pressure from human activities. It is necessary to address the threats they face to ensure the survival of these species. Protecting the hawksbill turtle species is a must, as they are classified as critically endangered species globally. Their population can be revived by restricting unscientific fishing practices and protecting their nesting habitats from human interactions.
Actually, this is one of our most important things we're doing in environment to help the turtles, because we are making groups for searching the turtles and saving them from the plastics and nets and everything in the water. And for artificial reef marine, Miss Michelle, she talked about eco-concrete, and it's a good idea. Actually, I will suggest it in our management here so we can apply it in our country. I love it. Thank you very much. We are doing the artificial reefs, marines habitats on the sea with putting some small bottles or something like environmental friendly. And we are distributing in different places to improve the reef, to improve the I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it in English, but I think you all understood me. The activity we are doing always the searching about everything. We are monitoring the reef, and we are doing our best to motivate it to make it better, as Mr. Ali said, to make the world a better place. So this is some activities we are doing. I cannot share all because we are doing a lot. I think we can make bigger presentation, or we need more time to show what everything we are doing here. About talking about the climate change, actually we're not facing a big problem about climate change here in UAE, since we are desert area. But we are facing only, we can say it's suddenly storm coming or high waves in like 1 or 2 a year. And we have an emergency plan. We are dealing with that, and we get all support from the government, from the police, from the municipalities, from environmental agency. Everyone is, and we have volunteers actually to deal with that kind of cases. For the plastic, sea pollution. It's the, I don't want to talk about the video, will say what we are doing in UAE. So let's see the video.
Plastic is one of the most versatile, ubiquitous, and inexpensive discoveries made by man, which unfortunately, in the past few decades, have proven to be hugely detrimental to the environment. Plastic production has increased from 15 million tons during the 1960s to a reported 310 million tons in 2014. This figure is expected to triple by 2050. 13,000 pieces of plastic litter is found in every square kilometer of the ocean.
30 million tons of plastic get discharged into the seas globally. And we are working together with the global community to look and address solutions in this field.
Today, on International Plastic Bag Free Day, we look at what organizations in the UAE have been doing to address this issue. Hotels. Supermarkets. Airline.
We can't hear the audio.
Government initiatives.
Much better.
Excuse me, you said you cannot hear the audio, or?
It's fine now.
It's fine?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry. So it was clear, or shall I repeat it?
It was clear.
Okay. So this is my contact details. I'm sorry for my small presentation, but you gave us a short time, and I would to talk more or stay more. So, but we have connection for each other, and we have our own group. So anything, I'm ready to answer it.
Thank you very, very much for the interesting presentation. And please, if you have any questions, write it in the Q&A. I'm sure you have some questions for Rahed Khalil. I hope I pronounce it right. Please tell your name so we all know.
It's Ragged, R-A-G-H.
Ragged. I didn't know if to pronounce it or not.
No.
Ragged. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
sorry,
you so
thank
much.
you.
That's a bit of a problem with okay, great.
Okay,
Thanks
thank
a lot. Okay, and now I would like to present to you to ask for Socrates from Greece, the representative of Greece.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. First of all, my name is Socrates Zachos. I'm the Secretary General of the Municipality of Glyfada. And next to me is sitting Vasilios Bisbikis. He's a special advisor to the mayor. First of all, we're very happy to attend to this first international Blue Flag seminar, workshop. And we wish that in the near future, many more of these will come. Many congratulations and thanks to the team of ECOCOCEAN for this remarkable organization. And many thanks to the Hellenic Society for the Protection of Nature, which is our national focal point for the Blue Flag program, and especially to Daria Vourdouba, the coordinator with whom we had the opportunity to closely cooperate in a very constructive way through the recent years. Our main theme for today's presentation is about local governance and the accidental marine oil pollution. What we are about to demonstrate is our experience that we had during 2017, which nearly affected the whole coastal front of the Attica region. First of all, a few words about our city. It's a modern city that extends from the mountain Imitus to the coast of the Saronic Gulf, and in ancient times was the site of Exoni. Within its administrative boundaries live more than 100,000 inhabitants, while it is a supra-local point of interest and attraction of thousands of visitors throughout the year. The city is established as the heart of Athens' southern suburb because of its primary waterfront location, rich commercial center, and modern business district. It is a major shopping area with hundreds of stores and shops within easy walking. Its shopping district has one of the most vibrant and diversified commercial centers of Athens neighborhoods. Also, the city enjoys a beautiful seafront with a total length of about 2.5 kilometers. All beaches, we have 4 beaches that meet high standards for water quality and safety. 3 of them are being awarded every year since 2017 with the Blue Flag Award. There are free-to-use umbrellas, toilet facilities, lifeguards, and we have predicted a special equipment, we call it the Sea Track, for people with disabilities. In addition, we have the municipal marinas that constitute the ideal base for sea-loving voyagers eager to explore more than 3,000 Greek islands, many of which are within leisurely sailing distance. The total capacity of Lifada's 4 marinas is 810 boats. We specifically added the marinas because they are connected with the way that we dealt the accidental pollution that we had in 2017. Now, and we will later explain why. Now let's talk about the accident. On September 19th, 2017, the ship Agia Zoni 2 sailed from the refineries of Aspropyrgos, loaded with 2,362 metric tons of fuel oil and 370 metric tons of marine gas oil. The ship also carried out the ship also carried out about 15 metric tons of extra coal for marine use and about 300 liters of lubricants and 200 to 300 liters of chemicals. In the early hours of September 10, a leak was caused by the tanker that sank southwest of the islet of Atalante of Salamina. From the first hours, oil spills were observed at sea. The result of the leak was, in the first phase, the extensive pollution of the marine and coastal area of Salamina. It's an island located within the Saronic Gulf. In the next few days, the oil pollution spread to other areas of the Saronic Gulf and the southern coastal front of Attica. According to the Ministry of Merchant Shipping, the leak concerns around 5% of cargo. It means in absolute numbers 137 tons of oil. The oil appeared on the coastline of Glyfada on the morning of September 13th. In the previous days, there had been a mobilization on central government level, activating the protocols provided in cases of accidental pollution. The Ministry of Maritime Affairs played the key role in coordinating all the relevant government agencies, private sectors, and stakeholders, and taking all the necessary measures in order to eliminate the oil spill and to recover the natural environment. Now let's come to what the municipality did in order to address the whole situation. First of all, in the early hours, we had the establishment of a local operation center. This center was responsible under the guidance of the mayor to coordinate with all the competent authorities. Basically, we received instructions and we were on 24 hours alert in order to provide all the necessary means that we had as a municipality. The second of all was the activation of the local emergency plan for dealing with the incidents of oil and other harmful substances, which includes the mobilization of the municipality's personnel, the installation of anti-pollution barriers, and the continuous monitoring of the evolution of the accident. We were ready because of the marinas. We are obliged under the national legal framework to have contingency plans in case of oil pollution, and that's what we did. We activated the plan in order to address the whole situation. Next, we had the involvement, the engagement of the municipal's civil protection team. In Greece, almost in every municipality, we have a Department of Civil Protection, which one of its main objectives are to coordinate with volunteers, to have relevant action contingency plans in cases of natural disasters or accidental pollution, and etc. Another thing that we did is that the municipality has a very broad network of volunteers, and we thought that in order for the rehabilitation of the coastal environment, we needed hands, a lot of hands. And as you can see from the photographs that we have already showed to you, the amount of the pollution was very extensive throughout all of our coastline. So what we did was the establishment of a call center in which the volunteers could call and offer themselves to participate in the cleaning of the coast from 8 o'clock in the morning until the 8 o'clock of the evening. The volunteers stated their personal data and communication details and their availability. So we had every day from the morning at 7 o'clock until 8 o'clock in the evening, we had continuously working on groups. But the estimation was each group was around 50 or 60 volunteers, which helped us a lot. Another thing we did was the measurements for the hydrocarbon residues on site in order to monitor the levels of the pollution. I have to remind you that all of these actions were in complete coordination with the Ministry of Maritime Affairs, who was the central coordination in addressing the whole situation. The result of the above-mentioned actions led to fully restoration of the marine environment to its previous state, preservation of the biodiversity, which is very essential for us, and maintenance of the friendly character of our coasts for residents and visitors. Now we are showing you a video that was taken in the early 2020 this year, and it demonstrates the total rehabilitation of the biodiversity on our coastal coast.
Socrates? Socrates, are you with us?
I think he's stuck, so you can just continue.
Continue?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll continue with Jan from Brazil. Maybe we'll switch afterwards again to Socrates.
Yes.
Jan from Brazil.
Hello. Can you hear me and see me?
Yes.
Okay. So hello everyone. My name is Jan. I'm from Brazil. And today we're going to talk about the bullfrog program of the Peral Beach in Cabo Frio. But in specific, we are going to talk about the loss and degradation of the biodiversity at the beach. So you can skip the slide, please. One more time. Thank you. So in order to start talking about the topic, we must understand a few things about the pandemic and his influence on the nature. So since the World Health Organization declared a pandemic state for the COVID-19, several attempts to contain the spread of the virus have been proposed and implemented, such as the social isolation. And due to this isolation, we have seen a decrease in human activity over the past few months. And this decrease has generated a series of consequences and impacts worldwide. And in regard to the environment, many of these consequences have been positive. You can skip now, please. For example, something that impressed me when I was searching about the Guanabara Bay, located in the Rio de Janeiro, is that some mention the presence of species such as turtles and sharks in the waters that were crystal clear. But facts about the Guanabara Bay is the most part of the population know him for the high levels of pollutants in the water. And these facts were something astonishing for me because we're not used to see that kind of thing. And based on these examples, we've made these questions to promote some self-reflection. These impacts that are considered so negative for society, why are they so positive for the environment? And how should we behave in relation to the environmental degradation? And what measures should we take to prevent it from getting worse? You can skip. Thank you. The Blue Flag program was created in 1987 by the Foundation for Environmental Education, which promotes the sustainable use of coastal areas for educational activities and environmental information. With that, she creates 5 standards to obtain the Blue Flag, where in our part of the project, it is necessary to achieve the objective proposed by the criterion 2. And where he mentions that environmental education activities should be offered and disseminated to the beach users. And based on that, our work aims to raise environmental awareness among the populations that frequent the beach. And in addition, we are also responsible for surveying the biodiversity inventory of Para Beach on the Naturalist platform. You can skip now, and my colleague Caio now will start talking about it. Skip again? Yes, right. Caio. Just 1 minute. Caio, are you there?
Okay, we seem to have a problem with Caio. I don't understand. Yes. Yael, are you with us? Yael?
Yes, I'm here, but I can't see the other speakers. So Jan, can you continue to this part of presentation as well?
Okay.
Caio asked for permission to enter. It's not possible? Okay, so Jan, do continue. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. So for the biodiversity, we've made an expedition on the Costa do Sol Park on the Para Beach. It has a 8.2 kilometers road, and his length is from 2 hours and 30 minutes to 3 hours. This shows in specific, it connects the left corner of Para Beach to the Caravela Beach, located in the municipality of Armação dos Búzios. It is very important to emphasize that it must be covered only by hikers, not allowing access to motorcycles, but however, care must be taken during the route because it's frequented by cyclists who use the trail for leisure or to cross the municipalities of Cabo Frio and Armação dos Búzios. Can skip now. Here we are going to talk about a little bit about the fauna of this area. In the fauna present in the Atlantic forest, we have thousands of species, some of which in our region are very striking, such as the golden line tamarin, the anucoroca, the caracará, and the wild duck. Here you can see examples of these species. And some of these endemic species in the region are threatened with extinctions due to human pressure on their natural habitats, hunting, and illegal traffic. Go back 1 slide, please. No. Yes. About the flora, a rich variety of species can be found in the local flora. Brazil wood stands out for having a great historical importance for Brazil, and a large number of pitangueiras was found along the trail. This tree is of great importance for the animals that feed on it. And also jabuticabeira is a Brazilian fruit tree of the family of Myrtaceae, and Other species is the guriri, that is exclusive to Brazil, occurring with Atlantic forest domain. Can skip, please. Here we have some environmental actions from the residents that lives near the Costa do Sol Park. On the left, you can see some image that shows some warning signs made by the residents to ask for the respect of the environment and to take care of it. And below that, we can see go back, please. And below that, we can see the project Gaia. It's a project to propose that environmental education for the people who lives there and the people who frequent that place doing the trail. So to bring good actors to the place, the Residents Association is very careful with the place where they are inserted, using this activity to move the economy. And an example of the care and affection that these residents have with nature, two residents, Elizabeth Franco and Marta Rocha, created the Projeto Gaia, Gaia Environmental Education Project with the objective of carrying out a survey of the biodiversity of Costa do Sol Park and carrying out environmental awareness actions and recovery of degraded areas. You can skip now. Go back this one, please. Okay, but before we end these presentations, I would like to especially thanks to Mário Flávio from our City Hall and the Blue Flag work team administrated by Gisela Klock and the people from the Gaia project that helped us during this project. So with that, we can conclude that in the biodiversity inventory carried out by the Blue Flag work team in Cabo Frio and the Veiga de Almeida University, it was observed the importance of information and ecotourism for environmental preservation. And the people who reside and frequent the place consequently started to be more careful with the maintenance of a healthy environment for biodiversity and economic activities for the residents. Okay, we can skip one more. And if you have any questions, you can send them in the chat or talk with us on the email.
Thank you very much, Jan. Unfortunately, we couldn't connect with Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you have a question, please put it in the Q&A. And we do recommend, because we want to have a discussion afterwards. So thank you very much again. And now, please, the next best practice is from Jan. Ian Diamond from Ireland. Can you join us?
Yep. Hi. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Great,
yep.
We can hear you, okay. And just go and put your presentation.
Yeah, so my presentation is in relation to COVID-19 and adaptations that were necessary in Ireland, the 2020 bathing season. I manage the Blue Flag in Ireland. And anyway, a little bit of background. Our season, our bathing season in Ireland runs from June 1st to September 15th. This is just a graph of the number of cases of COVID-19 in Ireland over the period between March and October. And the measures put in place in Ireland to restrict people's movements and transmission of the disease meant that the number of cases was at its minimum as our season began. So In terms of the measures put in place nationally, there were travel restrictions and restrictions on people gathering in places. So this impacted somewhat on the management approaches at beaches during the season. The beaches and marinas in Ireland were closed from March until the middle of May for the majority of sites, and then some sites were closed longer. In terms of our blue flag sites, the majority are beaches and are located along the coast. Accommodation in Ireland was unavailable, as was international travel was strongly discouraged. In terms of beach usage in Ireland, beach usage was up dramatically increased. The majority of our beach users would be domestic and not from overseas in any given year. So the ban on international travel meant that many people who would ordinarily holiday abroad visited beaches in Ireland this year. The beaches, the majority of beaches in Ireland are quite natural beaches as opposed to resort beaches, and the general level of usage would be quite low. There were some traffic issues arising at sites during the season as a result of the increased number of visitors. In terms of beach closures, they were varied from total beach closures, meaning that beaches were effectively fenced off, to other beaches where car park facilities were closed, and this was to discourage people from not adhering to travel restrictions in place. In other cases, facilities were closed. Facilities such as toilet blocks were closed in order, and in the majority of cases, these beaches were opened in time for the beginning of the bathing season. In some other beaches, the opening of them was delayed until the 8th of June. In terms of the messaging at sites, the general message was social distancing, and this was by and large not a problem at the majority of beaches, but some beaches, particularly smaller beaches near urban areas, people were actively discouraged, were actively encouraged to swim, get their exercise, and to leave. This was the measure in order to avoid crowds. In terms of information and signage around COVID-19, there was a standardized approach in Ireland. At a national level, the government designed materials for use. The coloring was standardized yellow and black, and all information publicly available was available bilingually in English and Irish, the two official languages of Ireland. These information signage, they were prevalent at all sites, all very prevalent at entrance points, particularly to beaches. They were also posted on bins at public transport, bus stops, and there was messaging around social distancing along narrow footpaths, site entrances, and also there were reminders of social distancing in places where people would congregate, such as queues for trading outlets for food or drink at sites. As you can see from the photo of the beach, the beaches themselves are not that busy, and social distancing on the beaches were not an issue. There was no need to control in any way the separation of people on the beaches themselves. At marinas, there were also the standard social distancing and hand sanitizing messages prevalent, and also materials to disinfect equipment before and after use. Sanitary facilities, these would be the main facilities at beaches and there were many systems put in place in order to control the transmission of COVID-19 in these indoor spaces, such as capacity restrictions at smaller toilet facilities, reducing occupancy to 1 or 2 persons, one-way systems where there were more than one entrance to a beach, to a toilet block, and then the general social distancing signage. There was no focus on the wearing of masks during our bathing season, as masks were not mandated until much later in the summer. In terms of the impact of the travel and leisure restrictions on Irish people during the season, as international travel was banned, the availability of accommodation was greatly reduced and pubs were closed. There was an impact on beaches in terms of the level of camping and impacts such as the lighting of fires at beaches during the evenings and sort of open air socializing were issues. In terms of other issues, car parking and traffic were issues this year. They increased greatly over that seen in 2019. Although from a lower level, the prevalence of car parking being an issue was doubled in 2020, and overcrowding at entrances of sites was also an issue. In terms of the estimated beach users at sites, our control visitors reckon there were on average 60% more people visiting. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Ian. And if you have questions, please, we're at the end, want your questions to have a discussion. So each panelist can have its own questions, or you have general one. So now we're switching to Mr. Panindra. I hope I pronounced it right.
Hello, hi.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I guess you can hear me and see me. I hope. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfectly.
Thank you. Great. Yeah. This is Fanindra from Rishikonda Beach. Thank you for the opportunity given. It's a great platform. I thank ECOCOCEAN and FEE for this opportunity. So since the time is limited, I'll quickly dive into the presentation. So our Blue Flag journey started in the year 2018, basically. So with this campaign called I Am Saving My Beach. So we felt I Am Saving My Beach is the apt title because that is our common goal, I guess. So this is the name which we have given for our campaign in 2018 when we started for Blue Flag journey. So in the map, you can see basically all the 8 beaches where we have received Blue Flag certification, right from West Coast to East Coast. There are about 8 beaches. We have received like a couple of months back only in this year. So we are very happy to join the Blue Flag family, basically. And also we have a long sea coast, which is about 7,500 kilometers. So we are keeping our goals high. And in next phase, we want to do about another 100 beaches. Hopefully, we will be able to pull it off. And also, we are proud that India has become first country to get Blue Flag certification for all 8 beaches in a single attempt. So, and also we are the first nation in Asia Pacific region to get the Asia Pacific nation, which we have achieved in 2 years, basically within 2 years, the certification part. Also, we have received third in the third prize by international jury for best practice for pollution control measures in coastal region. So I guess my colleague Mr. Jignesh will take you through the measures of sand dune restoration. So Jignesh, can you take over from here?
Yeah. Hi all. Good afternoon, good evening. This is Jignesh Patel, Beach Manager Gogla. So I'll just quickly tell you about from the perspective of what we were and where are we now, right? So it's a pictorial story. We start with the first beach, Gogla Beach, the beach that I you can see here, it's from the picture. When we started our journey in 2018, we had very prime kind of dune, a yellow dune or embryo. Fanindra, next please. Fanindra, next slide please. Hello. Fanindra. Fanindra, next please.
Change it up, just change the slide.
Yes. So previous slide please, Fanindra.
Yeah. Change.
Previous slide please.
You see it? We have changed it. I think it's taking little time.
Yeah. Okay. So see, this is the difference from where we started in 2018 and this we are so about in 24 months of time. This is the fit that we have achieved. Next, please. Similarly, this is the second beach, Sivrajpur Beach, Dwarka. Here we find some primary as well as secondary dunes. But as you can see, when we started, there was not much vegetation to be seen on the beach or the dunes, as you see. Next, please. Funny, next, please. And this is the effect you can see after about 24 months of our restoration process, what we have done over here. Next, please. This is another west coast beach in Karnataka, Kasaragod Beach. Here also you can see the before and the after effect. We have been watering, or for irrigation we have been using our treated water from the grey water treatment plant that we have on board on our beaches, which basically treats water from the urinals and showers and toilets, and the treated water is used for irrigation. You can see in the picture how the difference is made. Next, please. This is another west coast beach in Kerala, Carpet Beach. You can see how the work started when we started preparing for the restoration of sand dunes and all. You can see in the pictures like people preparing by removing litter and all from the dunes, so as we can sow our native seeds in the shoreline, and this is what it is presently now. Next, please. This is yet another beach from Karnataka. Again, here the same thing as you have seen in the Kerala beach, preparing of the land, cleaning it, initially cleaning it, and then after. Here comes the Eden Beach, Puducherry, beach in the east coast of India. You can see the beautiful fencing we have made so as to protect it from the human trampling, as well as in the picture, if you can see, we have put awareness boards so that people are aware about the the dunes present over here, and they don't trample it and then destroy it. They respect the nature. Ian was mentioning in earlier slides, like due to COVID, when we had the beaches were closed, this gave us opportunity in this beach for the hypomia, which we basically used in the vegetation on the sand dunes to grow. You're seeing the difference, the before picture and the after picture. Next, please. This is the Golden Beach, Odisha. Similar is the case over here in Golden Beach, Odisha. We started with nothing, and now we have a big 6 patches of such beautiful green lush hypomias blooming. It's about 5,500 square meter of green patches that has been developed in the beach now. Next, please. This is the Radhanagar beach in the Havelock Islands of the Andamans, supposedly one of the most beautiful beach in Asia. And there also same thing. When we started with the project, the hypomias and all were not very much prominent over there, but now you can see greenish hypomias blooming with the flowers. Next, please. Okay, so now I'll shortly take you before concluding to the management measures that we took, how we started and how we did was like we have our staff. So each of the staff member was allotted a particular area or a dune, and they were made responsible for that dune, for cleaning of that dune, preparing for initial fertilization on that dune. And hypomia is the best suited because it is found in Indian continent everywhere, and it is easy to maintain. So we selected that. Now, how did we actually process it? Like we had hypomia seed installed on our beach. What we do is all the green, the bio waste, what is collected from it is put into that solid waste management plant, which gets converted into compost. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let me continue. So those bio waste is converted into compost, and we use those compost and the sand mixed, and we use the biodegradable bags and waste paper waste what you said, water drinking glasses. Those are also biodegradable in nature, as you had seen in the first page. It, and then after we sow that whole thing into, we dug a hole in the dune and we put that whole thing into that sand dune area, and we water it with the treated water from the grey water treatment plant, right? So that is how this is the what you say methodology adapted. And of course, when they start growing, we put bamboo fencing, so that we prevent human trampling. So, and also we put awareness boards and signages so that people don't climb on the dunes. And we are proudly saying that collectively on the 8 beaches, approximately we have regenerated about 88,800 square meters of sand dune with less green. Take you to next slide. See, this is the process. In the first image, you can see the compost and sand being mixed and put it into the biodegradable bags. And second slide, you can see those are biodegradable glasses wherein we have started, we put this seed for germination. This is our in-house nursery. This is how we prepare, right? And in the third slide, you can see when they start germinating. And fourth slide, you see how we dug it and put the entire thing in that dune area. So, and the trampling and stamping from humans and animals, and that is how it starts to grow. And you have seen the results. In 2 years, we achieved this much.
Please, we want to leave a bit time for questions. So you have 1 more minute. 1 more minute, it's okay?
Yeah, actually, I've concluded. That was last slide. Yeah, this is the teamwork, and team enjoy doing that. And now I'm open to questions and answers. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And there were remarks about Instagram of Blue Flag in India. I can see in the chat. Maybe you can answer that. So thanks again. And we have one question in the Q&A. Rotem from Israel. She's asking, she's the director of the Marine Development and Innovation at Atterim, Tel Aviv. And she's asking, we are looking for technologies of marina cleaning for our beta site for marine innovation. So if everybody can, maybe the panelists can reply, or you have answers from the audience about technologies for cleaning the marina.
Hey guys, you can just speak up if you have the answer.
Okay, so if not, I'll continue with another question that was raised by Tel Aviv. Yair, he's the deputy of the department, of the coastal department. And he's asking if you have solutions for storing garbage that accumulates during the day on crowded beach, and by that mean is the garbage disposed? Because in Tel Aviv we have a problem that it's a very hectic beach and not enough place for storing the garbage. So if you have solutions for storing the garbage until it is evacuated from the beach. Anybody from the panelists can answer that? Solutions for garbage storing? Okay, so if you don't have any questions or remarks, I want all, first of all, to thank you for your participation. And we'll send all participants, all the people that were registered, we'll send the recording of this conference, and we'll send presentations. And also we made special certificate for you. You can fill in your name and a contact list with all the participants, so you can stay in touch later on. And we have another question. Why is ecotourism important for the conservation of biodiversity? Jan from Brazil, do you want to approach this question? Yael?
I'm here.
Okay.
Jan is not answering your question right now.
Okay. So I will end this conference. Thank you very much for your participation, and we'd love to do it again, hopefully soon. So thank ECOCOCEAN and FI, of course, and all the managers and participants. And thank you for your important work all year long, very hard. And bye-bye from Israel.
Thank you, Michal, for everything.
Thank you, Michal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michal.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you, Michal. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your cooperation. It was great.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
See you soon. Hopefully.
Bye-bye. See you soon. Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully not in Zoom.
Hopefully not in Zoom, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, thank you. We sign off for today.
Thank you very much. You've been great.
Take care.
Very interesting.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to end this meeting. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Yael, for all your hard